Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Washington Nationals.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, as this game moves along, keep an eye on Gerardo Parra. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Steven Strasburg will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's been one of the most dependable starting pitchers around. He's got a career ERA of less than 3. One of the best out there on the mound.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about guys at the hot corner, the best in the league, we're looking at one of them right here. Gold Glove Award winner last year, has as soft a hands as anybody in the league.
Gerardo Parra will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
And these guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them and a postseason win under their belts already.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we are underway at the Beltway.
First pitch, 105.
That evens it up 1-1. Two and 1. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Strasburg is ready. Here's the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Rendon is there. And he's retired, 1 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Aaron Hill will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Bases are empty, one man out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Daniel Hudson gets the call in hostile territory here for game one of the division series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
With a moment now, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about the great players in the game, Paul Goldschmidt is at the top of any list. Known for his offense, defensively, he has made great strides. In fact, in 2015, he won the National League Gold Glove Award at first base. Helps his infield out tremendously. An asset over at first base. One of the players to watch in this ballgame.
Denard Span is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Down the third baseline. Prado was there, and he set down one away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ian Desmond.
Stepping in, Ian Desmond, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Bryce Harper gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. After 1, no score. Harvey Jean makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Shortstop, Harvey Jean.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Strasburg looks in. Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Miguel Montero waits on deck. Now a swing and a fly ball. Harper sprinting after it. A quick out number 1.
Batting fifth, catcher, Miguel Montero.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Martin Prado will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Change up, and he ain't buying it, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Full count, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Delman Young set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Line toward right center. And a base hit. The first one of the game so far for the Diamondbacks. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Batting 8, the right fielder, number 7.
Cody Ross gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, and you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Wilson Ramos strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
First pitch on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Pushed softly over toward the right side. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Third baseman.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard towards second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's around first on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, for a 1-2 pitch, this bites off a lot of the strike zone. You can see on show track, it's pretty much right down the heart of the plate. He jumps all over it and drives it for a 1-out double.
Coming to the plate now, Adam LaRoche. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Gene ranging into the outfield, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's Jason Worth, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In there, 1-1. One and two.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Two out here and a runner at second. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left for Washington. We'll move to the third with no score. A look there at the Washington Monument, not far from Nationals Park, on a great day for baseball in D.C. Daniel Hudson set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Strasburg steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Inside and low, 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
3-1, here it is. And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Gerardo Parra will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Second baseman, number 2, Aaron Hill.
Aaron Hill in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
The 1-0 pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
The good curveball there, and it's 3-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Arizona. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Anthony Rendon digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Stepping in now, Steven Strasburg, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This is line to left. On comes Young, but this is a base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. And he lays off there, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here comes the 1-0. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runner at first here, one man out. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And right there for it is Young for route number 2.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Ian Desmond stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Nationals leave one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Harvey Jean is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Strasburg gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
At the plate, Miguel Montero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Span. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Martin Prado is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Worth on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double.
Into the box, Delman Young. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
One and one, here it is. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I think he's still a little hacked off from that previous pitch getting called a strike, so then he goes way out of the zone for that one.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Bryce Harper is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Wilson Ramos stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And it's quickly 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Yeah, this was going to be a tough play regardless. Once he has a little bit of trouble with it, forget it. This should be an infield single all the way.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's throwing first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
First and second here with nobody out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Parra giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Adam LaRoche is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
Low for ball 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Ready with the 1-0.
Nope.
2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there. And that's going to keep that runner anchored over there at third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Jason Worth gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
They were in good shape with the first 2 on to start the inning, but the rally's definitely stalled out from there.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Taken high and deep to right. Ross going back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, this was going to get one home easily, and I thought that they might get 2 out of this. You're going to see this ball bangs off the wall on the fly, and they'll wind up holding that second runner at third base. So it's an RBI double with a chance now to maybe bring home a couple more.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. A play at the plate, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
It's still early, but boy, in what's shaping up to be a close game, you just hate to give away runs like this. This could really come back to haunt him, and you know what? You can write this down in your scorebook as one of the turning points of the game.
Here's the 1-0. It's a 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is off the fence now, out near the Washington bullpen. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-0 game. And he is into second base with an RBI double. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Steven Strasburg to get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
First offering on its way. Up and in for ball one. You get the sense that things are starting to get away from him a bit out there.
It all comes from falling behind hitters and then having to come in there with something good to hit. That's going to get you every time.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Nationals on top, 3-0. Cody Ross will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
On his way to pitch number 75. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And that's the importance of having a good curveball. After the breaking pitch for strike 2, he just got caught flat-footed here and he couldn't catch up.
Into the box now, Daniel Hudson. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
That's
2-0 now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Center fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo Parra will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Aaron Hill will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 3-0. Denard Span will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And reined in 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Ian Desmond will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Hara. And he makes the catch for the second out.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to my Lou there. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Nationals gone in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it's Paul Goldschmidt that'll lead things off for Arizona.
Paul Goldschmidt.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. And he will make it there as he slides in safely with a double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Harvey Jean will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Pickoff move to second, and the runner will get back standing. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
The 1-0 delivery. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, and the Diamondbacks have cut this to a 3-2 ball game.
All day long, we've been talking about how good his location's been. You're going to see where this one was on show track. That's a rare mistake here, and that one's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero.
As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he lays off for ball 1. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Miguel Montero, a solo home run. His first homer here in the series, and the D-backs have come back to tie things at 3.
You can just sense, both by the pitch count and the body language, he's about cooked out there. I mean, that's back-to-back home runs. I'd be shocked if he sticks around for another hitter.
Up next,
Martin Prado now.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Hard liner toward short, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the 3rd time through the lineup, and guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Delman Young will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. The pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning, and now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Cody Ross stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Gets a small piece near the plate. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Wilson Ramos will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready to deliver the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. Prado's throw to first gets him 1 away.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
So 1 away, and that'll bring up the dangerous third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind now, The longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman. His first homer so far in the series as they take the lead 4-3.
This is a classic example of losing your composure after a bad call. Now, he's still teed off about that last pitch, so he doesn't concentrate on his location, and this is going to make him even madder now.
First baseman, number 25, Adam.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball.
That misses. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To short, hit hard. Gene scoops it up. Throw to first in time to get LaRoche, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
In now, Jason Worth. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that misses for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit to short. To his right, Gene. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Back here at Nationals Park. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tyler Clippard is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 36, Tyler Clippard. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th.
Jeff Francoeur will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Jeff Francoeur.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a big swing that time from Francoeur, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Gerardo Parra will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Sent on the ground out to second. Rendon has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Aaron Hill stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A shot down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Paul Goldschmidt will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Now he's got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Two out with the man at first. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Arizona. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Josh Colmenter will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Josh Colmenter.
Anthony Rendon stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Anthony Rendon.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Colmenter's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. I mean, they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Lagares.
Juan Lagares will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Now the pitch. Swinging a soft liner in time to first, and there are 2 away.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 2 out, nobody on. Now a hard liner, but foul. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, and it remains a 4-3 game. Drew Storen will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Drew Storen.
Harvey Jean will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball three. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Storen's ready. Here comes the 3-2. And he lays off ball four. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Miguel Montero. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Out in front of it, strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
The 0-2 delivery. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Little dribbler up the first baseline. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out.
Yeah, that's a smart play over there at first. He knows he likely won't have a shot anywhere else, so he makes sure to get that one out on the tag. Now, you don't want to take a chance at throwing it around and not getting anybody.
So stepping in, Martin Prado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Trying to hold the lead. Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Lagares will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Well, look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Delman Young has a chance now to bring home the tying run, standing on second base.
And a dinger here would give him the lead. Let's see what he can get done here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. High pop-up. Rendon is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 4-3. Cliff Pennington will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
For the D-backs. Now playing shortstop, number 4.
Ian Desmond will start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 5-3.
And now the task got just a little bit easier right here. That's the definition of an insurance run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now with the lead up to 2, you give your guy a little bit more breathing room here for the top of the 9th.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
34. Bryce.
Hit hard to short. Pennington gloves it on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 40. Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Now here it comes. And a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. left side. Prado's up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The third baseman, number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Now to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And he drops it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
Here's the first baseman, Adam LaRoche, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good curveball. Strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals thanks to this swing by Ian Desmond. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. 5-3 Washington. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
So a save situation now as they turn it over to their closer, Jim Johnson.
Number 45, Jim Johnson. Now playing first base and batting in the 7th spot, number 1.
Striding in to start the 9th, Cody Ross, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, that extra run they scored in the bottom of the 8th, huge, absolutely huge. You got a home run hitter here at the plate, but a solo shot won't do it anymore.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Shot fouled over towards the dugout. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Now, 3-2 with a 2-run lead. This has to be in the strike zone. You can't work the corner here. This has to be right at it.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Josh Coleman.
Yeah, that's the thing about a 2-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you a good look at what this will do to the bat. It just explodes on impact.
Caleb Busher.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man,
I get one at-bat, it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Tap fouled at home plate. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
Center fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo Parra makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Little chopper back his way. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals have taken their first step as they claim Game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Oh, that's nice work there by Johnson as he comes in to get the final 3 outs to pick up the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 5-3. So long from Washington.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Washington Nationals. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Steven Strasburg. The save to Jim Johnson. Loss goes to Daniel Hudson. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Our paid attendance at Nationals Park this afternoon, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.